Would you like to make a swag wreath that converts into a centerpiece for your coffee table, breakfast nook, or even dining room? Today we are going to make a fall swag using a stir stick. You can find a 5-gallon stir stick like this at your local hardware store. They are super cheap and sometimes you can get them for free. Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My co-host today is Rocky and we are ready to get started on our beautiful fall swag wreath that also can be used as a centerpiece. Let's get this party started and go through the supplies for this wreath, starting with 2 different rolls of Deco mesh that go well together. You want about 5 yards per roll. For ribbon, I'm going to be using my favorite ribbon. This particular color combo, the white and the burlap, works together so well, and I have used it on so many wreaths. It just goes with a variety of color schemes. It's 1.5 inches in width, and of course, it's wire. 8 pipe cleaners, floral wire. This is for the hanging loop. A 5-yard stir stick. For the sign, I'm going to be using this elegant fall pumpkin sign. It does have 2 holes to hang the sign, but I actually need my holes to be at the top and the bottom, so we'll take care of that in a second. For decor, I'm going to be using this beautiful branch that I got at HobbyLobby. It's going to match our sign perfectly. And of course, a bushel of some maple leaves and berries that I got at the DollarTree. I always like to start by taking care of the hanging loop. And the way I like to do this is grab 2 of whatever it is that's the same height, and we're going to poke a hole in the wood. This wood is fairly soft, so I just grab an awl, wiggle it down, and it's going to go through super quick, just like that. Wiggle it back up, and I'm wiggling it just to kind of make it a little bit wider. It was that easy. Now let's grab a piece of wire that's about, I don't know, 14 inches in length. It's probably way too long, but I always like to make sure that I have a longer piece than I need. Pull it through. When you decide on your loop size, go ahead and start twisting both of the wires up about 1 inch or so. After you do that, cut off the excess. Now you're going to take this piece of wire and either fold it or roll it, and as soon as it's rolled like that, that's where you're going to flip it to the back, and make sure you know where your back is. I usually like the measurements on top and all the writing at the bottom, so that's where I'm going to put my little loop. And then I'm going to take the loop that I have left and twist it a few times. I need this to be big enough to go through a nail. That's it. So it's perfect. Now that I have that, we're going to add the pipe cleaners. A 5-gallon stir stick is 21 inches in length, so your center is going to be at 10.5 inches. On that 10.5 inches, I'm going to put 2 pipe cleaners. Now I'm going to go to the sides, and here I'm going to go in about 2.5 inches, which is going to be the narrow part of your stir stick, 2.5 inches from this side. Now I have 2 pipe cleaners left, and we're just going to put them in the middle of these doubles. You can either just do it by eye, or if you like measurements, this one is going to be 6.5 inches and 14.5 inches. Now it's going to be all evened out on our stir stick. Let's start in the center. At 10.5 inches, I'm going to have a pipe cleaner folded to one side and twisted on that side. Lay those pipe cleaners down. We're going to attach the second pipe cleaner on the opposite side of our 10.5 inches. This is what I call a double. Now I'm going to have a double at 2.5 inches on this side. Same thing. Fold the pipe cleaner in half, tie one on one side and the second pipe cleaner on the other side. The next 2 are going to go on the neck area of your stir stick, and this is going to be about 2.5 inches. If you measure that, you're going to see that you're pretty much in the narrowest part of your stir stick. Same deal. 1 pipe cleaner twisted on one side and 1 pipe cleaner twisted on the opposite side. Now I'm down to my singles at 6.5 inches. I'm going to take my single, twist it on top, point it up, and at 14.5 inches right in the center. And just like that, we have all 8 pipe cleaners attached since I have my all out, I decided to take care of the holes on top and the bottom of my sign, and I'm just going to wiggle that in. But the best thing to use is the crocodile, just like this. I always have it linked in the description box below. And the reason you want to use a crocodile versus an awl is because it's so much easier on your hands and it's super quick. Next, I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 12 inches of my floral wire. Pull it through, 2 tight twists in the back, and the second floral wire. The floral wire is on, and this sign is ready to go on our wreath. When it comes to cutting your deco mesh, you can either use a rotary cutter or you can use a wood burning tool like I'm going to be using today. And I always use it when I have some foiling. In this instance, it has this iridescent ribbon through it. And this one we also have a design. So I'm just going to use a wood burning tool for all my deco mesh. For the base of the deco mesh, you can either do ruffles or truffles. I recommend cutting them anywhere from 20 to 24 inches. I'm going to go somewhere in between at 22 inches. But first I'm going to straighten out my deco mesh. Whenever I cut my deco mesh, I always make sure to go in between 2 rows because that is what seals it in. When I mean between 2 rows, I mean 2 rows that are going vertically from top to bottom. Here's my 22 inches. Just like I said, I'm going to go in between 2 rows, not too fast, not too slow, all the way down. And by the way, I do have a window open right in front of me, so make sure you are in a ventilated area. You are burning basically plastic. You are going to need 8 pieces of this deco mesh at 20 to 24 inches in length. Next, it's time to make our little curls, and I usually like to make these about 10 inches. You can definitely make them 12 inches if you would like, but as always, I'm going to go in between 2 rows all the way down. And you're going to need 16 of these because we are going to put 2 curls on each pipe cleaner. I do like to use the needle point, but some people like to use the one that has a flat edge. Honestly, I just put it on when I got my wood burning tool and never took it off. Maybe I'll like the other one too. I just think it's your preference what type of tip you would like to use on your wood burning tool. I just feel like the needle is so easy and precise because I just can go right down between 2 lines and it's super easy. Now it's time to cut the ribbon. I'm going to be cutting my ribbon at 12 inches, so zigzagging it up. Going to need 16 pieces. This is going to be a beautiful and full swag. I'll cut it right there. On both sides, we're going to fold the ribbon in half and cut out a little triangle, making sure we cut the part that folds over. And just like that, we're going to be cutting and making our dovetails. The ribbon is all cut up and I'm going to start by attaching my base. This is, of course, the 8 pieces that we cut at 20 to 24 inches. And as you can see, I have a little helper over here. For attaching, you can either do a cruffle or a ruffle. Oh, excuse me, sir. We don't think so. See what I mean? A little too much help over here. I'm going to grab a little clamp. You can use a clothespin, whatever you have on hand. My deco mesh is rolling away from the table, so we can, excuse me, roll some curls. It looks like I might have to take him outside of my craft room. Alrighty, we're going to roll 1, 2, 3 little curls about 1 inch in diameter and clamp. Flip, and now we're going to roll from the other side. 1, 2, 3. And if you have a hard time finding the center, just put your deco mesh on top of your cutting mat. That way you know exactly where the center is, and start collecting. There we go. My little cruffle is ready, and I'm going to attach 2 tight twists, and we move on to our next one. Once again, we're going to roll 1, 2, 3, clamp, push this away, 3 curls on this side, 1, 2, 3, collect in the center and attach to the next pipe cleaner. It is that simple. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my truffles to the remaining pipe cleaners. 8 truffles are on. I know you can still see the stir stick, but that's not a problem because we are going to fill each one of the truffles with 2 curls and 2 pieces of ribbon. The easiest way to do this is first, let's make our curls. Going to curl these about 1 inch in diameter and clamp. Let's do the next one. Curl and clamp. Now these guys, we're going to crisscross just like this. We're going to take 2 of our ribbon pieces, and if you're using 2 different ribbon styles or even maybe 2 inch and 1 inch, overlap them, fold them in half, 2 pinches on the edges so you know where the center is. Now I'm just going to layer them right in the center. Bring all of this together. When you're attaching to your truffle, the truffle tends to be one way. For example, this one is going up and down. So I'm going to take my little curls and I'm going to fill in this area in between, just like this. Twist up your pipe cleaner about 1 inch from the connection, cut off, and then just fold and fold back. At this point, I'm not going to be opening up the ribbon. Leave it as is because we still have a lot of attachments like the sign, the decor. Maybe you want to cover the back and you don't want to continue messing with your ribbon throughout this whole process. So right now, all we're doing is making our curls. Clamp our second one, crisscrossing the curls, 2 pieces of ribbon. Let's fold them in half, pinch to find our center, put them right over our curls and attach to your next pipe cleaner. Twist up, cut off the excess, fold and fold back. All the deco mesh and ribbon is on. Now I'm going to bring in the sign and I'm going to put it smack in the center. That's so elegant. Just twisting the floral wire in the back, the bottom part. The sign is on and now I'm going to prepare my decor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this branch apart so that I can make little picks that include these leaves and my maple ones. Now let's get the maple leaves ready. I have my leaves, put the little berries on there. Twist these together. I ended up with 4 picks, 2 of them with berries and 2 just with the foliage. Start with the ones with the berries and put them at the top and the bottom of my sign. Bend them a little bit so they go in beautifully. Tuck them in. That looks good. And of course, the other little pick or bundle that I made, I'm going to put in between the single and the double on top. Put it right in that area and at the bottom. Make sure all the leaves are facing up that are supposed to face up. I'm also making sure that the leaves are a bit on the even side at the top and the bottom. Spread them out a little bit. And then as soon as I have things the way I want them, I'm going in with my hot glue and just lifting up a little bit, adding that hot glue right where the branches are and setting them in place. While I used hot glue to attach my leaves, if you would like, you can definitely attach some floral wire to your picks and then attach them to your stir stick. Everything is attached at this point. Now it's time to cover the back of the stir stick, and I usually do this by grabbing scrap pieces of ribbon I have left over. This burlap one from DollarTree is not bad because it's 2 inches, so it's not too big, not too small. It's perfect for this. So first things first, we're going to fold one end because we do have a hanging loop right here and hot glue it in place. Going to grab a little finger protector because this is burlap ribbon. A little bit of hot glue and let's attach. While I have this cooling, what I'm going to do now is something I usually do before I attach my deco mesh, and that's put some hot glue right on the pipe cleaners themselves. And I'm going to just go down the line and put hot glue on all the pipe cleaners and even the wires that are holding my sign in place. At the bottom, add a little bit more hot glue. Grab a piece of felt. You can use another piece of ribbon or anything you have, and then hot glue that in place. I am going to put the ribbon on top, but I do want to make sure that this pipe cleaner that's at the very bottom is secured a little bit extra. Touch it a little bit. There you go. Nice and secure. A little bit of hot glue right on top right here. Let that cool. And then where you have the end, cut about 1 inch off of the edge or the end of my stir stick. Hot glue at the end and flip this underneath. That way it's nice, secure, and neat. And just like that, we covered the back. I still have my hanging loop right there. So now it's finally time to mess with the ribbon, which is always my favorite part. Open up all of those ribbon bundles. Make sure they're sticking out, looking beautiful. Look how gorgeous this swag turned out, my friends. Swags don't have to be anything difficult. I made truffles, I made little curls, attach them, only 8 little pipe cleaners to attach, and then decorate any way you want. This can definitely be converted to a centerpiece. Take the sign out and put a big candle right in the center. Super easy and beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this fall swag wreath tutorial. For more, don't forget to like, subscribe. As for Rocky and I, look at him, he is just chilling right now. We are going to say thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you, and we will see you in our next video. Bye, guys. Mwah!